welcome everybody to another episode of the Light the Torch podcast of the Big Banner Network. I'm your host, B. Jones, and I got my boys with me. Bottom right, we got Guns, aka Gunner, whichever you want to call. You can find him at, where can we find you, Guns?
Views from stands.
That's right. Bottom left, we got Raul. Raul, where can we find you?
You can find me in the City of Angels.
That's right. And to the left of me, we have our guy, Blackie Chan. Blackie Chan, tell him where we find you when we're not here.
A lot of course, he's already here. Blackie Chan _gaming, Twitch, TikTok, wherever. Same thing everywhere.
All right, new rule. No trolling before the intro. All right.
You know, I can time you out, and I probably won't even figure out how to untime you out. So
no, fight back with jokes.
Wow, dude.
I really need to figure out how to do that.
Are you
Are you frozen?
What's that?
Oh, you were frozen for a brief second. I was like, we literally just started.
You know it's coming, man. It's just a better time. But actually, I am kind of interested though, since the topic has been broached. How is that training going, Blackie Chan? Why don't you give us a quick update?
I'm just doing a lot of long, like mile and a half, 2 mile runs right now. Okay. I'm just really trying to start the marathon running right now.
Hold on. First off, Tyler Sarber, you were on timeout for no call, no show.
I know in the chat, but you're not even here.
Yeah, right, but can't make it to the show. That's a 50-cent fine, by the way.
We got Jordan already here.
Jordan, what's going on, man? That's our resident Ohio State fan.
But we're slap happy. We pushed it back 10 minutes.
Jeff, get your boy, man. Get your boy slap happy. All right. So, like I said, we got plenty to talk about tonight. A lot of pressing news that may affect USC. But before we get to that, we will talk about our former DC, Alex Grinch, has found himself a new job.
So, shocker, actually. He actually found a job.
Is it really? Is it a shocker?
I mean, someone's gonna like throw him a bone eventually, right?
Exactly. So I'm not overly surprised. I won't go too far on that, but yeah, the man has another job. So I'm not going to congratulate him because I'm just not a big fan of the guy. But I'll let you guys go ahead and comment, man. What are your thoughts on Wisconsin hiring Alex Grinch as their safeties coach, not defensive coordinator, but as their safeties coach? Guns?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he should be a better coach from that standpoint than a DC, you would think, just given his history lately as a defensive coordinator. But I mean, in all honesty, he's going into a good situation. Luke Fickell's all about that defensive side, so he's going to be always talking about and scheming up. So
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm not putting that up, but
it's all
I'm not touching that.
I am not touching that.
It'll be interesting how much input he'll have. That's I guess that's the big question.
Right. It's like, let me help you out hire, or do we really trust your recruiting prowess and your expertise at the safety position, even though there's nothing to show in that regard? But Ro, go ahead and give us your thoughts, man.
I'm gonna say good for Grinch, but I should tell everybody in here in this chat, if you guys are feeling down, you guys lost your job, there's always gonna be a second chance out there. Because Grinch was terrible at his job and somehow found a way to get another job. So that's the moral of the story. There's always a second chance out there. So I mean, I'm stoked that he went there because we get to phase him, and obviously Lincoln Riley's going to throw a few things that he has not seen in the playbook before. So
a couple of routes.
Yeah, so we'll be all right.
Honestly, I don't wish any ill will on anyone unless I just don't know. I don't try to have that kind of like karma on myself to do that, but I'm just happy that we're going to score a lot of points on him. So, yeah. Good luck to. I'm sure he was sliding into Tackett's DMs like, please just throw me a bone, please.
Who knows? Maybe, you think we'll see Tackett Curtis play some safety now?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
I mean, he basically was doing that in high school. So
yeah, he did a lot of stuff in high school. So
I'm not too fit. What do they even run over there? Did anybody know what's their base defense?
I think it's like a 3-4.
3-4. Okay.
It'll be that speed D here. What does he call it?
Possible.
Yeah, speedy.
Yeah, that actually may fit Tackett a little better, actually.
Yeah.
If they move him outside, then I'm trying to make him interior. But off of Tackett.
Yeah.
But yeah, my thoughts on Grinch, man. Obviously there's a lot that I won't be able to say here, but the guy was just a disaster, man, by every account. Like everything that a coach shouldn't be, he was. That's all I'll say about that, man. And obviously that does not fly. That type of BS that he brought into our locker room is just not. That doesn't fly here, with in LA. Maybe that would be a better culture fit in where he's at now. Who knows? But if he brings that same crap to Wisconsin, I'm pretty sure he'll have the same outcome as well. But I just don't know what the guy expects. I don't know. Maybe football isn't the sport he should be coaching. If he doesn't want to coach the people that he is tasked to coach in that regard. I mean,
is Wisconsin coming out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Watch out, Grinch, because you might not be able to get in the collie.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna be going to that game too, so this makes it pretty funny.
Absolutely.
Tim Prangley in the house.
What's going on?
Him.
Yeah, man. 100%. Grinch is 100% going to get booed in the Coliseum, man.
Yeah.
So that goes without saying. You probably expect Helton to get booed as well.
Honestly, though, he's probably going to be up in the booth.
I
don't think they're going to have him on the field
as a safeties coach.
Yeah. You think so?
They'll find a way to boo him. Now I'm telling you.
Yeah. Helton's gonna give his face when he gets booed. You know what face I'm talking about? Confused face. Like what?
yeah.
Wait. Did I miss something? Are we playing Helton?
Yeah, we play Georgia Southern next year.
Yeah, 2025, I think.
Really? He must have begged for us to play him.
So, one thing with Helton, I mean, I don't think he deserves to get booed. He did the best that he could. You know what I mean? He didn't ask for an extension. We gave it to him. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, but Grinch, on the other hand, that's a whole different story.
See, okay, Jeff, did Helton really win the Pac-12 championship for us, or did our skill players just do it for him?
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Tyler. Yeah. Darnold won the Pac-12 championship for him.
Yeah, that's the talent that we had on those teams, we definitely underachieved under Helton.
At least Helton know what a wheel route is, and he's.
Well, I would hope an offensive-minded coach would know that. So,
well, listen, man.
Oh yeah, Ronald Jones too. Yeah. Ronald Jones definitely helped us a lot.
Yep.
So are we done with?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Don't need to get that guy anymore.
No more publicity.
He's out our here. He's gone. Bye. Good luck, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Deontay Burnett definitely helped as well.
Yes, big play tag. Almost forgot about that guy.
He's in the XFL now.
Yep. All right. So Harbaugh's gone from Michigan. That is, he is on his way to LA to be the Chargers head coach.
Yep.
So let's talk about how that affects us over here at USC. Obviously, with the coach leaving, the players are allowed to hop in the transfer portal. I believe Michigan has a state law. I believe that they have to wait 7 days or something like that. Guns, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that, like 7
Yeah.
days to offer.
The what is it called? The job
Or
post has to be up for 7 days.
Yeah, before an offer. Yeah.
Right. So
So
top
the
of that,
kids need to wait 7 days before they can enter the portal, or
No,
Okay.
so they can enter right now since
Just to
he's
hire
gone.
the head coach.
Right,
Okay.
just hire
where
the
they can hire,
coach.
yeah.
Sharon.
Well, let's get into that for a second before we even get into transfer portal and all that stuff. So there's no doubt about it. They're going to get hit. They're going to get hit with sanctions. So we're hearing all these rumors, who's going there, who's going. I've heard what Matt Rule or something like that is rumored to be going to Michigan. I really don't think that's going to happen. It just doesn't make sense, in my opinion. Why would Matt Rule leave a team that's free to do whatever to go to a team that's about to get hit with sanctions? It just doesn't make sense,
Well, Lane Kiffin came to USC knowing that.
That's a good point, but that's different. He came back to USC,
but are they really going to get hit as much as we did, though?
Well, that's another question. We
already know the answer to that.
Yeah, we kind of know the answer to that, but I don't see anybody getting hit as hard as we did ever again. But they were for sure get hit. That's for sure, and they're not going to be doing Sorry, man. Yeah, you got me lost in the sauce over here, dude. He threw me off. No, they're definitely going to get hit, and it just doesn't make sense to hire another head coach from another school. I believe they will promote from within. Obviously, Sharon Moore is, the leader in that pack.
Yeah.
And it's really the only thing that makes sense. They performed well with him, being the interim coach during that fake little suspension they had going on with Harbaugh, a little self-imposed thing, which to me was an admission of guilt. But but yeah, man. The real question is now, does Harbaugh take Mentor with him?
I hope so.
Better question: does he take Connor Stallions with him? No, I'm just kidding. But so let me get you guys' thoughts on Michigan's situation as a whole. I'm sure Jordan's happy about it, but what's your thoughts, Guns?
Yeah, I mean, I expect Mentor to follow Harbaugh. I expect more of the OC to be the head coach. It just makes too much sense for him to be the head coach, given what he did as the head coach a couple games, and just the timing of everything. I don't know if they really want a new head coach to come in and start fresh. It just seems very late. You're really trying to look more towards the spring now, right? And that and so hopefully there's a couple players which we'll talk about later. Hopefully they pop in, but definitely a couple coaches are going to be leaving with them.
Absolutely. Bro, you got thoughts on it?
I was just going to say I was wrong. I was probably the only one that said that Harbaugh would stay, so I'll own up to that and say that I was wrong on that. So
I had no idea why you said that.
Yeah.
No clue why you said that.
We've seen that rodeo in the past, and he didn't leave, so that was just my assumption at the time. But you know what? Hey, it works out in our favor. I'm glad he's gone. So maybe we can poach a few guys, and it makes our schedule a little bit easier next year. In terms of going into what's it called, the big house, or what do they call it?
The big house, yeah.
Yeah. So going out there makes our game easier. So I feel a lot more confident that we can pull that W out there. And Michigan, I mean, him leaving, it's probably going to be what is Ken saying? But going back to Michigan, I think they're definitely going to get hit with sanctions. That's probably the reason why he actually left at the end of the day. So That is what it is.
I can't. Where's that timeout button, man? He's throwing us all off today. He's killing me right now.
So
Don't answer that, bro. But
I'm not.
go ahead, Blackie.
yeah. So honestly though, like we all knew this was going to happen except for Raul. And he's just trying to escape sanctions. He doesn't want to be what is it called? He doesn't want to be in the part of the situation the next year, and like it's like Jordan says, he's leaving more in a bad position when it comes to the future. But I honestly don't think they're going to be hit that hard because they really want to make an example out of USC when we had all the issues. So now they've just been taking it lightly on other teams that have had some pretty bad violations. But honestly, though, it definitely works out well for us. I'm hoping that he does take mentor and we can poach some of the players. I'd be very upset if we didn't really make a hard push for any of the defensive line or any of the defensive players that hit the portal. Especially, we all know the one that we really want to hit the portal. Like, if somehow we don't give him or get him on campus at all, or at least have any kind of rumors that were linked to him, I'd be pretty upset.
Here's the thing, though, to keep into consideration as far as Michigan and what's to come for them. Harbaugh, I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. They backed Harbaugh, right? Michigan, they did. They had his back through it all.
Yep.
But he was also caught lying, right? He was also caught, what was the other violation? During the COVID, right? They had some recruiting violations during COVID.
Yep.
And of course, the sign stealing. Now, Harbaugh is getting away scot-free. He's out of there. They can't do nothing about it.
Nope.
But Michigan, who had his back through the whole way, they can still punish. So that is why I believe that they're going to hit them pretty hard. That, you know, because they didn't get the man, but they got the accomplice. You know, So I think, yeah, man, I feel like they're going to get hit pretty hard.
So what's pretty hard for you then? Pause.
Well, for sure. Oh, okay. Oh.
What's a hard sanction for them?
I expect a reduction in scholarships for sure.
That's what you're expecting?
Yeah. How many? Who knows? Bowl bans for sure. Maybe a couple. Maybe about 2. You know what I mean? But they definitely won't get hit as hard as we were hit, just because they're not us. But we'll see, man. We'll see how that plays out. But like we mentioned, that does leave the door open for us to get some guys over to here, man. Some guys that if they do choose to hit the transfer portal, I know I got my eyes on 2 for sure. One being Mason Graham, and the other Will Johnson. Now, I will tell you this about Will Johnson: he does have ties out here in California. He a guy who's very close to me. Actually, one of my best friends trains Will Johnson, or has trained Will Johnson prior to him signing with Michigan. And he was living out there at the time. Now he lives back here in LA. So we got ties to Will, man. So if that does happen, man, I'll be blowing up my boy's phone like, hey, get him here now.
What position does he play?
Will Johnson?
Yeah.
He plays both corner and safety, man.
Corner. Yeah, we need another corner.
Right.
We need safety as well.
Nah, safety were clear, I think, personally.
Safety's pretty deep for us. Man.
Pretty deep.
Yep. But,
yeah, I mean, for me, sorry to jump in, but yeah, I mean, Mason Graham, right? Will Johnson, those are the obvious ones. Just looking at the roster, Cameron Brandt, he's a 6'4", 277. He's a freshman from Chatsworth, California. I think that's around Sierra Canyon if you went there. So I mean, we've gotten that pipeline. I'm just assuming right there just because of that city. That's another good one. And maybe a tackle, leaves them, and we can steal up a tackle for the offensive side.
I agree. Bro, you got any thoughts on that?
Just kind of the same guys you guys mentioned. Mason Graham being the top guy, in my opinion. If we only get one player, I do hope that he enters and that, he comes home. Being that he's from Southern California, I think it'll definitely make our team a lot better next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Mason Graham would be one of my wish lists. I really don't know too much about their roster itself. If we've had any of them, or if we've been in any of their top 5 or top 3 picks when they committed to Michigan. So,
Yeah, how did that recruiting look like when he was in high school? Did we pursue, or you
I
guys
don't think we
remember at
did.
all?
I don't think we did for Mason.
Yeah.
I think Lincoln was a little late on that.
Right.
how many years would he have? He would have 2, or how many years would he have left?
He
Yeah,
won
he'll have 2,
technically.
right?
He's going to be a junior. Yeah, technically 2, but people think he's going to be a first round pick in 2025 draft. So
Yeah.
He's a one and done talent for us.
And I'm fine with that.
right, I agree.
But so I mean, we do have our advantages as far as that. If he does choose to hop in the portal, he's familiar with Coach Nua, of course. We got Coach Henny, who's.
And we have a lot of people endorsing him.
Yep.
Right.
And then now that you guys mentioned those guys, those coaches, Tyler brings up a good point. If you want to put that question up there, like you can, but if Winter leaves, as people are expecting him to leave, it definitely increases our chances of Mason entering the portal.
Yeah, it does. Let's see.
No, don't.
Yeah, honestly, I think we have a better chance with Graham, but if B Jones can get in his buddy's ear and he can get in his ear and tell him to come back, then by all means.
Text messages have probably already been sent. No, I'm just kidding.
You know that.
Amen.
Well, it's not really tampering if a buddy like does it. He's not part of USC staff, right?
Exactly. I have no ties to the staff.
Yeah, I mean, we could technically reach out to them, and it's not tampering.
Exactly. It's just weird.
Yeah, a bit weird.
But no. Yeah, man, we definitely like I said, we have our advantages, man. I think we have a good shot at least, if nothing else. Got the staff, man. If he definitely wants to develop, man, you see what he's done for Kobe Turner.
Yep. Nominated for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Exactly, man. So the guy's definitely
he knows what he's doing.
Developer,
and
man.
then regarding NIL with Mason, I think at this point he knows he's probably going to focus more on development. Say that he does join or he does enter the portal. Obviously, you're going to have the Oregons, the Miamis, A&Ms, Ole Miss of the world to reach out and try to get him to come because of NIL. But I think he'll probably focus on development, and I'll put the edge on us with Coach Henny.
Absolutely. I mean, I think he's a pretty mature guy, man. I don't take him as the type to be just shopping himself around for NIL money.
Well, even if it does, honestly, I feel like I would hope our NIL collectives would be like, oh, this is definitely a number one get. Open up those checkbooks, but who knows? Like after that interview, it makes me nervous, but who knows? We might find out something else when Jen Cohen is on the podcast tomorrow, or what is it called, Inside Troy?
Yeah, I would expect them to, if they have to drop a bag for him if he's in the portal.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I'd say the two teams, if he again goes in the portal, probably us and Alabama, just based on who's recruited him to Michigan. It was Sean Nua and Courtney Morgan. So there's just, just be a guess just based on relationships.
Exactly. So like our odds, man. Let's just hope he does decide he wants to come home. We didn't mention that. He's a hometown guy, so
Yeah.
we have that advantage as well. But back to Michigan overall, man. I mean, we definitely can't expect them to be what they were next year. I mean, they're losing 7 out of 10. I mean, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 11 guys on the defensive side, and 10 out of 11 on the offensive side, if I'm not mistaken. And that's not to mention what's going to happen next as far as guys entering the portal or not. So yeah, they're not going to be the same Michigan team that we saw this year.
Yeah, Jordan's definitely happy.
I would say Jordan should be pretty happy about that.
Where you at, Jordan? I'm sure you're stoked about it.
Yeah, but then they went out and got what's their offensive coordinator's name? Bill O'Brien.
Billy O.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That's a handicap already in itself.
Yeah. I would actually want to know what Jordan feels about that. Jordan,
yeah, you weren't here last time for that, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Let's all right. Let's go ahead and move on then.
Yep.
Recruiting updates, junior day visits.
Yes, sir. Guns, you want to hit us?
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
one
So so as Black Champ puts up the little poster thing, you guys can see the names. So I'm just gonna kind of quickly. I mean, we've got 10 confirmed from a 2025 class, 4 maybes right now. We'll see. Still tomorrow to see if we can get them going. Last minute stuff probably, and then also 10 from the 2026 class. Really, the only call out I'd say is just keep an eye out for Jakeem Stewart, 5-star D lineman for the 2026 class. Visited before Coach Henny was with us. He's visited Coach Henny, talked to him. So I mean, it seems like they got a good connection so far, and I expect him. We're going to be in the race for him basically till the end. I mean, that's really it, guys. If anyone from the chat has anything that you're not seeing, anybody that you heard of, pop it in. Also, the Gorman Trio O linemen, they're a maybe right now. I know it's not showing here, but they're possibly, going to be visiting as well.
Exactly right, man. Call your boys up, man. Tell them come over, come see you.
All right.
Gorman O-line, man, it's looking pretty nice. These guys look nice, man. Love to have those dudes, for real. So, yeah, anybody else?
No, just really for me, some from Vegas. Shout out to the Christian Thatcher kid, 4-star linebacker. He's from Arborview. He's a Vegas kid, so cool to see Vegas kids come to SC. So
you don't see many coming out of Arborview, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially Arborview. Yep, exactly.
Cool. Awesome. All right, that's going to wrap up our recruiting update.
Is there any updates with Juju Lewis, like potentially scheduling a visit to come down here anytime soon?
From what I heard, just spring practice will be his first visit, probably most likely down here. So probably April.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be here before we know it, man. Like I said, if he values development like he says he does, I think we're all right, man.
And like Scott's saying, if he does flip somewhere, it won't be due to NIL, from what Scott's saying. So it's his decision, and he feels that somebody else can develop him better and maybe play quicker, right? Whatever the case may be. So.
Right. All right. So yeah, man, I think we're good on that front.
All right.
So with that being said, anybody else got anything you want to add?
Honestly, this was kind of a quick. We went through everything pretty quick.
Yep. So
I
you guys
was gonna say we still got Amon-Ra St. Brown in the playoffs this weekend. So definitely.
We have a lot of players in the playoffs right now.
Yep.
We have like 6 players in the playoffs right now. We have Amon-Ra, Nelson Aguilar, Talanoa, who got hurt, and then also Drake Jackson.
You guys see all the Oregon players in the playoffs?
Who? Exactly. Yeah. Well, like regardless, we're going to have a USC player in the Super Bowl. So we have the most players in NFL history in college history with the most players to appear in a Super Bowl. So I don't understand why Oregon still likes to try to compare themselves to us or try to think they're better than us, but we'll just let them be delusional.
That's what they do best, right there. That is delusional you.
Jordan says, "Do y'all have a preference on who wins the Super Bowl?" I'm going Detroit all the way.
So typically in this situation, right, I go for the team who has the most Trojans. But I want to see my boy Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Little close. His father and I are pretty cool. So yeah, see my boy son God get a ring, man.
Yeah, and then I'm just all the disrespect that he's been getting from the media. Like they refuse to talk about him, and it just bothers the hell out of me. But he's clearly one of the top 5. I'm going to say a top 5 wide receivers in the league right now. Like he does it all. And I
gotta join you with the Lions, guys. I feel like they need to win this whole thing.
Yeah. What about you, Raul?
Yeah, same thing. I've been rooting for the Lions since my Raiders are long gone from the playoffs. But we got Pierce as our coach, so I'll be rooting for my Raiders next year. But definitely the Lions this year. I think they deserve it. They've done a hell of a job. Amon-Ra's been killing it out there, and he got disrespected not getting into the Pro Bowl. So he's got to prove those haters wrong and show out this weekend. And I got the Lions winning.
Wait, right, Brandon, why are you booing us over here? Is it because we're going for the Lions?
Tyler is not allowed to ask questions right now.
Tyler who?
That Tyler Sarber guy that's usually on the show.
Tyler I can't even say his last name. It's too hard.
Here's a question. What team has the worst fan base in college football?
Oof.
I'm going to start with Raul on this one. Go ahead. I think I have some idea where he's going.
The most crazies or the more delusional? It depends who's.
Yeah. What do you mean worse? That's
because if it's the worst, it's probably it's a toss up between OU or UO, whatever the fucking OUs there is out there. They both
have the same. They have the same.
They're just equally as bad delusional, especially Oregon. They claimed a championship 2 years ago with Dan Lanning when they hired him as a coach.
And, he clarified. He said most delusional.
Most delusional.
And then definitely Oregon. Yeah. And this year they said they deserve to be in the championship game over Washington. I don't know how is that when they lost twice. So yeah, definitely Oregon takes that title as the most delusional fan base in college football.
Yeah, I would say so. I think Frankie answered it perfectly right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta agree with Anthony as well.
That is very true.
Delusional was 2023 Buffaloes as well, man. Those fans, man, Jesus.
You
mean Black fan?
I get why they were delusional. I get why they were delusional. They really thought they had something going on, and I give them a reason why they to feel excited about it because they had all these star-studded two players, but I'm just saying Dion can make anyone believe, right? Like he has a good he's a good speaker, so I get why they were so delusional about it, but they found out real quick. So, yeah, we're not going to touch that question. So, yeah.
That was
No,
really more of a
honestly-
statement, I think.
Oh wait, I will put this up here for you, Tyler. He was delusional.
I got one question for the chat. What NBA team has a lot of similarities to the college football team?
Let's see what the chat says about this. I got a question, a follow-up question for that. So,
Oh my
So
god!
I
Really?
guess let me word it differently. Who do the Oregon? I guess who's the NBA? Who's the Oregon Ducks
Oregon
of the NBA? Yeah, who's the Oregon Ducks of the NBA, guys? The Oregon Ducks of the NBA. Come on, watch B. Jones.
There's one of them in this chat, in this call.
Come on, you guys got to know, man.
Golden State.
No,
man. Come on, Miami.
They had a dynasty. I don't think that's
Miami.
Big Suns. Okay.
No, come on, guys. Sorry, I'll make it easier. The owner's a billionaire.
right now. Fail. Boo.
Oh, all right, there you go.
Oh,
See,
come on, man. See, be your own people, man. See how you do it.
Oh, wait. People are catching on.
There you go. You see what
I
I'm
got
saying?
a follow-up question. Which team is the 11th seed in the Western Conference right now?
Right.
Sounds like a true Clipper fan.
All right, I don't want to hear nothing. Right now,
I think Anthony responded to something. Dude.
Now who's acting like an Oregon fan? You don't have bragging rights right now. You just lost to the Clippers, so you don't get to talk until we play again.
No, but back to college football, though, like the most delusional has to be Oregon. Like the fact that they still try to say they're a blue blood. When have they ever been a blue blood? Ever? Like
ain't even bled. What are you talking about?
Like
blue blood? What? With no championship? That don't
I know. Like you have to be able to. You have to be this tall to be able to be called a blue blood. Okay, like they're not. No. How the what championships have they won?
Another question. Another question for the chat.
Hey, Anthony James,
most irrelevant NBA champion in recent years.
Who's the most irrelevant champion?
Most irrelevant NBA champion in recent years.
Let's see if the chat.
Hey, that sounds just like an Oregon fan right there, man.
If any champion, like
I was off you. See, we moved past our little situation, bro. Then you
hurt people.
Hey, look at that.
And they saying Lakers no cap.
Hey, that's because they're just hating on the Lakers. Come on, everybody was going after that championship. Everybody was playing hard. It's not my fault.
It's not. Hey, no.
Yes, it were. It's not. No. Hey, it's not the Lakers' fault.
Nobody wanted to be there, bro.
Let me just say this, B. Jones. It's not the Lakers' fault that Paul George had a mental breakdown and he couldn't be away from his family for a few weeks. And
Lou Williams too worried about those wings, dude. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Frankie is speaking facts right here.
Some good
Oregon is the Clippers.
And Frankie,
big player contracts for nothing.
To add to that, they got to flex the facilities. They're gonna put fake banners in there, like season opener banners. And
hold up, y'all missed it though.
Billionaire owners and all that.
You missed it though. You see how nobody said the Denver Nuggets? Because nobody even remembered that they were a champion.
Why are you trying to reach for
nobody cares about the Denver Nuggets?
Why are you reaching over here? we swept the Lakers.
And watch them out. Okay, watch them out. Watch them out.
A lot of similarities.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
So B. Jones, I can't mess with B. Jones. He's my guy. I'm just giving him a hard time. But
went too far.
Any other Clipper fan? No, I'm good.
Exactly. They just won last year, Jeff. Nobody even mentioned them, right?
Yeah, because it's not irrelevant. If it was so irrelevant, they would say it.
Did you have a parade?
Huh?
Did y'all even have a parade?
Yes, we did. It was a great one too.
Really? Was it televised?
Yeah. It was a great parade.
But
They played it on the radio, huh?
yeah, going back to USC, the only reason why I brought up that question is to say go support the men's basketball team. It's been a rough season, but they still deserve the love. But then definitely support the women's basketball team. They're ranked number 11. They have a game tomorrow versus Washington State at home. So if you guys can make it to the Galen Center, definitely go out there, show some support.
Who's everybody's least favorite college coach?
You know who else is ranked number 11?
What are you trying here?
I'll try to get one last one. All right. Moving on.
But who's everyone's least favorite college coach?
Football, basketball. I guess we should probably
Football.
get back.
Let's go with football.
Oh, for sure, Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning, man.
Dan Lanning.
100% clickbait for me.
He had such a punchable face.
Well, we're talking about punchable faces. I'm gonna say Alex Grinch.
Well,
but, hands down.
David says Dabo.
That's a good one.
I get that one. That's a good one.
What about Brian Kelly?
Yeah, Brian Kelly.
Yeah, that might be my top one. Yeah, Brian Kelly.
Because he's out there faking the accent, and he's out there.
Yeah,
that
shit was so cringe.
Yeah.
He's out there.
And his dancing when he
was
around.
With that recruit. I don't know.
Yeah, BK's pretty bad, man.
That was rough. Who else? I wouldn't say I hate Clay Helton. I don't hate the guy.
No, I don't hate the guy. I dislike him for what he did.
Honestly, I hated Jim Harbaugh for a long time. I still don't really care for him. Like I have the same energy that Pete Carroll had in that game. Like, what's your problem, man? That shit pissed me off.
There's no offense. There's no defense. It's a we fence.
So you like we fence?
Hey Jordan, I got a question for you. What do you think are going to be the top 3 teams in the Big Ten this year? Since you know the Big Ten, right? That's your conference. What do you think is going to be top 3?
Who do you guys think is the top 3?
Iowa's gonna be one. Just kidding. Top 3. Gun's face. Top 3, right? Ohio State definitely they should be at least, man. No more excuses for Dave with that roster he's got. So I think it's put up or shut up for him.
Yep.
I say us. I don't expect Michigan to be what they were last year, but I think they'll be up there still. But I don't know if I'm ready to put them over Oregon, unfortunately.
So you're putting Oregon at 3?
Yeah, as of right now, yeah.
Jordan, I was starting to like you, but you ruined that for me.
Ohio State, okay. Explain to me Penn State, because I'm not feeling the Penn State hype right now.
Yeah, no, like the Raul was all about Penn State last year. That didn't go so well.
I wasn't all about Penn State. I said, watch out for them. They didn't do that bad. They just lost the big games that mattered, I guess. But they didn't have a horrible season either. So they're a solid team. But obviously, they lost Manny Diaz, so I'm sure that's going to impact them.
Yeah,
this year. So,
right.
And then I think Penn State plays us out here, right, at the Coliseum. If we play them this year, I don't remember if we do or not, but I don't think we face them out there this year.
Yeah, we do
play them.
So, do you put Oregon at the top 3 in the conference?
As of right now, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Raul. I want to see if you could actually say it.
It'll be Ohio State just because they're over here buying players. Jordan.
Damn, why you attack?
Because he didn't put us at number 3. So I'm sorry, Jordan. I like
Fair
you,
enough.
but man, you didn't put us at 3. Sorry, I
He
gotta give you a
said-
hard time for a little bit. But nah, Ohio State at number 1, and then I'll put us at number 2 just because I gotta support my guys. And number 3, I'm gonna go with Penn State.
Oh, he couldn't do it.
Nah, I
Nope.
can't do it.
Like honestly, I would have to put Ohio State, USC, and then Oregon. Like they have the roster that they bought. There's no excuse that they shouldn't be able to win, but like they're only up there because of what they bought. David Peterson is Penn State a blue blood? Maybe a light blue.
Yeah.
It's like blue.
Yeah.
They're a way better program than Oregon is. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, definitely.
Where do you think? Do you think Washington's going to be middle of the road, or do you think they're going to be or like closer to the bottom with all that they've lost?
I said mid bottom.
Yeah,
Mid
mid to
bottom.
bottom.
Yeah.
Yep. This is not Pac-10 or Big Ten related, but I don't think we gave a shout out to Fafita and T-Mac for staying at Arizona. Gotta give those guys some props for staying and representing.
Yeah, especially in today's college football, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely gotta give them their props for that.
And
Hey,
honestly,
they still have a chance, guys. They still have a chance in that spring portal. They look at what's going on. They're like, "Oh, this coach got nothing
see,
going. I'm out."
in all honesty, like they probably are one of the favorites to win the Big Ten or the Big 12. So, like, because
Yeah.
what is that conference now without without Oklahoma and Texas?
Wow, you just gonna turn on your buffs like that?
You got Utah, you got Colorado, yeah, you got your Buffs. ASU obviously is not going to be great, but ASU's there.
ASU, the biggest their biggest problem is probably going to be Utah.
I assume so.
Utah has their quarterback coming back. They got Singer now. So,
Yuki coming back as well. The tight end.
oh yeah. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're probably the front runner right now.
I could see Utah being in the playoffs next year. Actually,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So rising back for you and right? Yeah, man. Listen, it seems like these guys are spending decades playing college football, and
Yeah.
Right.
that COVID rule thing, you know.
Do you think Michigan State will be any good?
No,
You don't
No.
think so with Jonathan Smith being there?
not the first year.
Not the first year. I give him maybe 3 years to get that right.
Yeah, I think they have a few good wins, but I don't think they'll make any noise as far as like an actual push.
Yeah, I mean, I like their QB, so as long as that QB stays the course, they'll be good in a couple years.
All right, Black Chance, perfect time. Well, what's your 40 right now?
I'm just going to surprise you guys.
No, I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm just legit asking a question. What do you think you're at?
I legit don't know at this point, but I'm legit just going to let you guys. You guys can ask all your questions all you want. I ain't going to give you nothing. Oh, he's ready.
Yeah. Have you run a 40 since?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking good, feeling
Yeah.
comfortable, feeling good. Looking forward to the updates later on.
Yeah. So give us a timeline of when we can expect to see some 40 training videos.
Like I said, you guys are going to be surprised. I ain't giving you jack shit.
So no video. You should. I'm telling you, you should give us like your first video that like say you did.
What have you
yesterday,
guys
right?
done to deserve that?
Whoa!
You guys haven't.
Whoa.
Wow!
Well, maybe I'll share
That's
it
cool,
in our Discord, and if it gets leaked out, then I know what happened.
Yeah. Yep.
when those memberships are available, man. You know.
Oh yeah, we got the memberships now. We still got to really figure out iron that shit out though.
Yeah.
We need to get some what is it called, emotes for the chat too.
Yep.
Yeah, there's, what happened? What was the username? Happy Phase or?
Stop.
Yeah, we're a slap happy. See,
you didn't have his notification bell on, so
this is why I don't let people know, because the disrespect from some of the people in the chat.
what? What are we talking about?
Ken's disrespect.
What did he say? What did he say?
Oh, I'm not putting it up there. You guys can read the chat.
Hey, I'm gonna hit a 30-yarder for you, Black Chan.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yeah, you've been practicing, Raul, or what? No, not yet.
Nah, I haven't practiced yet, but I'll get to
Bro
it.
said I don't need to practice. I don't need to stretch.
Yeah, just give me the football, dude. Just hold
Roll
it.
on the bed, put the football on the field.
Yep, I gotta do that first. But yeah, fellas, we appreciate the love for those that joined the podcast today. Are we gonna be here Sunday? Or are you guys gonna be here Sunday?
Yeah, I won't be. I'll be traveling for work, but
Yes.
potentially sounds like some of the guys might potentially.
Since USC Jay's here, we're thinking of doing a combine for all the USC podcasters. USC Jay, what do you think?
Jay, we gotta get Jay back right, man. Yeah, Jay is mandatory that you're automatically in this, by the way. Yeah, your name is on the list. It's not even.
Are we going to be doing push-ups too?
Yes, sir. We'll break out the push-up challenge. We'll collab with USCJ on that one. Bring the push-up challenge back, man. Bring the bench press challenge back. Got some good off-season events coming soon, man. For you guys to tap in with us with, man. Go ahead and shoot your videos and send them to us on Instagram or Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and we'll post them up. Told you the goal is to be the swollest fan base in college football. So we're gonna pack the Coliseum. Guns out, suns out, guns out. So yeah. Anybody else got anything before we get out of here?
No.
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us.
All right, fellas, fight on.
All
Fight on, fellas.
All right, fight on.